Today, we're diving into the really cool marketing strategy behind a brand called Cha Punpee. They're doing something pretty amazing, turning tea from 700-year-old trees into a modern business. We're going to use some classic business playbooks to see exactly how they're mixing ancient tradition with some seriously savvy strategy. It really all boils down to this one big question. I mean, it sounds kind of impossible, doesn't it? How on earth do you build a modern brand around something that's been growing for centuries? Well, that's exactly what we're here to unpack.
All right, so to really get their strategy, you've got to understand their story first. So let's meet the star of our show, the Cha Punpee brand itself.
Just look at all the powerful selling points packed into this one brand. We're talking about tea from ancient Assam trees way up in northern Thailand. The founder, Mr. Nuttapong Manikorn, built it all on a foundation of organic farming and a social mission to actually support the local communities. This combo makes it so much more than just a beverage. It's a whole narrative in a cup. So this is the crucial part. It's this triple threat identity. You've got the deep, deep roots of tradition, a serious, no-compromise commitment to quality, and a mission that really connects with today's consumers. This is the core of absolutely everything they do. Okay, so let's see how this brand identity gets built into a full-on marketing strategy. We're going to use the 8 Ps of marketing, a framework that covers, the whole shebang, from the product to its power in the market, to see how Cha Punpee really operates on the ground. And this just brilliantly shows their core philosophy. On one side, their product strategy is all about variety and that incredible organic quality. But then their power strategy doubles down on this. It emphasizes quality over quantity. They're not trying to be the biggest, they're trying to be the most special, using traditional methods like charcoal roasting to create something you just can't find anywhere else. So how do they get the word out? Well, they've got this really smart 3-part plan. Yeah, they use modern tools like social media, but they combine it with the oldest marketing trick in the book, word of mouth, which gets supercharged because they sell directly to people. And to get you to just give it a try, they use simple, effective stuff like free samples. It's a great blend of new and old school. The rest of their strategy is just as deliberate. Their place is direct to consumer, which cuts out any middlemen. The packaging is smart and practical. And the personal touch? Oh, it's huge. The owner and his daughter are the face of the brand. And their price? It's not about being the cheapest. It's about reflecting that premium quality and the experience you get. This quote from the source really just nails it. That direct connection is everything. It's not just a sales channel, it's a trust-building machine. And it gives them total control over their brand experience and, of course, their pricing. Okay, so we've looked at their internal playbook. Now, let's zoom out and check out the world they're operating in. For that, we're going to use what's called a TOWS analysis. This tool basically helps us understand how a company's internal strengths and weaknesses match up against the external opportunities and threats out there. Think of it like a strategic map of the battlefield. This matrix just lays out the choices they're facing so clearly. For instance, look at the top left. They can use their strengths, like their amazing product quality, to jump on opportunities, like the growing health trend. But then, on the bottom right, they have to address their weaknesses, like low brand recognition, to defend against threats, like a flood of new competitors. This isn't just an analysis, it's a roadmap for what to do next. So, with this map of their internal strategy and the external world, we can now figure out exactly where the brand stands in the market, right now. And this brings us to our final piece of the puzzle, which gives the brand a very specific and pretty telling classification. We're using something called the BCG Matrix. The easiest way to think of it is like a business report card. It grades a company based on 2 key things: how fast its market is growing and how big of a slice of that market it actually owns. So, after running the analysis and looking at the market, the verdict is in. Cha Punpee is officially classified as a question mark. So what does that actually mean? Well, it means they have a pretty low market share right now, but they're in an industry with super high growth potential. I mean, the tea market is booming. They have a small but very loyal customer base, and the owner is still managing pretty much everything. It's the classic startup position, right? So here's the bottom line. Question marks are at a crossroads. They have all the potential in the world to become stars, market leaders in a booming industry. But they also risk just fading away if they don't make the right strategic moves. It is a moment of super high potential, but also super high risk. So after all this, what can we all learn from their story? What's the big takeaway for anyone trying to build a brand today? Well, the blueprint is pretty clear. And it comes right from that TAOS analysis we just looked at. First, you have to play to your strengths. For Cha Punpee, that means leaning into their incredible story and quality to attract those health-conscious customers. Second, you have to be honest about your weaknesses and actively work on them, like building brand recognition and finding new ways to get your product out there. And that's really why this all matters. This isn't just some academic exercise about one little tea company. It's a real-world case study in how to take a powerful story and a passion for quality, and then apply a strategic framework to give it the absolute best shot at success. So, I'll leave you with this question. Based on everything we've just seen, if you were in Mr. Manicorn's shoes, what would your next move be? How do you take this question mark and turn it into a shining star? Give it some thought.